Regarding the surgical resection of the tumor, you need to consider a few of the factors, which I'm going to discuss. There are some factors which are really going to decide if the tumor is resectable or not. One of the patient factors and other tumor factors. So the patient factors are like the comorbidities, the age of the patient, the gender of the patient, the presence of or absence of the chronic liver disease, and then there are tumor factors. And in the tumor factors, what you need to consider is the extent of the disease with the biliary tree, how much of the tumor has already been metastasized, or there's local invasion. And you have to consider for the vascular involvement, because vascular involvement is the key that's going to help you decide the resectability of the tumor. So remember the common hepatic, the superior mesenteric, the para-aortic involvement, or there is involvement. The tumor is averted to the stomach, pancreas, colon, or there are peritoneal seeding of the tumor, then they are definitely the unresectable tumors, and then you have to decide for the absence or the presence of the disease. So whenever you're deciding the resection of the tumor, consider the patient factors, consider the tumor factors. The patient factors would be comorbidities, the age of the patient, the presence of the CLD, and how much of the tumor has extended to the biliary tree, the metastatic focus of the disease, or the vascular involvement. This is really very important. You decide preoperatively. Now the resection of the cancer, it depends upon where the cancer is actually present. So it's a proximal third. If the tumor is involving the gallbladders, then obviously you have to, and the tumor is localized, and then you have to go for a radical cholecystectomy. And if the proximal third, then you have to go for hilar resection, and you have, like, if you're talking about the intrahepatic channels, you have to go for hilar resection, you have to go for lymphadenectomy, and you have to go for en-bloc liver resection. Or you can go for en-bloc caudate resection. If the tumor is in the middle third, then you have to go for major bile duct resection, and you have to combine it with a lymphadenectomy. And it was recommended that while you're doing this surgery, just take a frozen section and then just analyze for frozen sections for the assessment of the margins. And for the distal third of the tumor, that means they're close somewhere to the common bile duct and close to the duodenum, then you have to do the pancreatic duodenectomy, like the Whipple procedure, with a lymphadenectomy. And these, most of the time, these tumors are just involving the, if we talk about the isolated cholangiocarcinomas of the gallbladder, then most of the time fundus of the gallbladder is involved. And if you do a radical resection of the tumor, that's enough. But in case of the tumors which are involving the intrahepatic biliary tree, you have to do the hilar resection, you have to do the hepatic resection, and you have to do the caudate resection in case the tumor is involving the intrahepatic channels. For the mid third and the involvement of the bile duct, you have to go for some extensive procedures. Especially you have to go for the other procedures like Whipple procedure, which is a very extensive tumor. For the tumors which are limited to the gallbladder, you can either do the laparoscopic cholecystectomy, or you can do the open cholecystectomy. So what is recommended is, like, if you are very confident with a laparoscopic cholecystectomy, then you can go for a laparoscopic cholecystectomy. You resect the tumor, you do the cholecystectomy, and you try to get rid of the nodes which are involved. Okay, and if that's not possible laparoscopically, then what you have to do is, like, you have to go for open resection. Sometimes you are doing a laparoscopic cholecystectomy, and then you have to convert the laparoscopic cholecystectomy into the open cholecystectomy. So it depends what are the findings of your laparoscopic cholecystectomy. If you can handle it easily, then you can continue with a laparoscopic cholecystectomy. So these are the pictures which are actually showing you. This is the gallbladder, and you can see the fundus in the body, and this is the neck of the gallbladder. And there is a seeding. You can see these are the tumor cells, which are involving the lumen of the gallbladder, and they're also involving the extrahepatic part. And after the resection, you have to get rid of the omentum, you have to get rid of the gallbladder, and adjacent lymph node should be resected. And after that, if the tumor is locally resectable and you're sure that you have cleared up the margins, and then you wait for the histopathology, if the margins are positive or negative, then you decide your treatment of choice accordingly. So in this lecture, we have talked about the cholangiocarcinomas, and like the carcinoma of the gallbladder more specifically, and we try to cover the epidemiology, the presentation, and what are the investigations that are really going to help you. And we also talk about the medical treatment and the surgical treatment of the cholangiocarcinoma.